Good morning, aviators. This is your captain speaking, Mr. 4K. So, Pilatus PC-24 yet again on PlayStation 5. I think it's safe to say I'm addicted to this plane so far. A lot of people ask me, like, what is it about this plane that I like so much that I want to use? It's reliability. Easy to use, very fast, easy to maneuver. You can land on any runway, short runway, no runway, on the dirt, on any kind of a rugged terrain. As long as the terrain it's not like built with bunch of gaps, but any kind of rugged terrain, this thing will land. You can even take off from a rugged terrain, from a terrain that has mud on it, ice, snow. Any short runway, like I said earlier. I mean, there's so much to like here. It's a very versatile plane. A cargo. It has it can be transported into a cargo. Like you can remove the seats, you can remove the carpet and transport it into cargo or VIP or VIP slash cargo. So much to like about this plane, and it's good to see that a lot of people are using it, not just in the video game but also in real life. And if you look at the PlayStation Store, I mean Microsoft the Sobo Store, it's the best seller right now. It's a bestseller. It has like 4.5 out of 5 stars, and I think it'll probably get to 5.5, 5 out of 5. I'm sorry, 5 out of 5 stars. Bestseller. Carenado did a fantastic job here. I think they worked very closely with this company, Pilatus in Switzerland, which is based in Switzerland, to really give you the best possible detail, the best possible flight model of this plane. I've done so many videos, including this one, so many live streams that you can look at, and you can watch other people playing it, and they'll tell you the same thing, you know. So Pilatus PC-24, I don't care what anybody says. For me, this is the best there is. And it's not just me saying this. Just look at the store. It's bestseller. Why is it bestseller? It's a bestseller for a reason. It's only $20.49 here in the United States. I don't know in other countries what the monetary system is. Excuse me, but here in America, United States of America, it's $20.49, worth every penny. All right, so today we're doing a short flight. It will be a long video, but it'll be a short flight from Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, here in South Florida, all the way to Orlando. It'll be a short flight. So let's remove everything. We are on a PlayStation, okay? This is a PlayStation version, just for the record. I always have to tell you that I'm on a PlayStation, because some people don't believe. It's almost like hard to believe. Well, believe it. We're on a PlayStation. All right, let's continue. You can also switch between a third person and a first person mode. You just tap on touchpad. You can change the colors, layout colors, liveries of your plane. I like this one, silver, blue, and white. It's really nice. Let's remove these covers. There's Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. People ask me about Baba Yaga. I think I already explained. Baba Yaga, it's a Slavic Russian witch that was. It's a legend, basically. It's a folklore. I mean, did she really exist? I don't know. It's a folklore, you know. But if you talk to anybody who's from Bulgaria, Moldova, Romania, right? Even my parts of in Balkans region, Serbia, right? Montenegro, Macedonia, Slovenia, Poland, Russia, Ukraine, Siberia, right? They all tell you the same thing, that this folklore, you know, it's based on legend, that there was this witch, but before she became a witch, um, she was just a normal person, but she was done wrong, right? They did her wrong. I don't know all the details exactly. You can look it up, but she was done wrong, um, and she came back with a revenge to avenge what they did to her, and she casted a curse upon that village that did her wrong, and then she spread her hatred across different parts of Eastern Europe, by, spreading her curse. Everywhere she goes, there is a curse. So anyway, that's the legend of the Slavic witch Baba Yaga. Okay, and then I mean, there's many different folklores from Eastern Europe. Believe me, there's many. It's not just Baba Yaga, but Baba Yaga is the famous one. But the reason I use Baba Yaga, it's because of John Wick. All right, John Wick is also being used as a metaphor for the revenge. And because John Wick, it's also half Russian because he was adopted from Russia before he became the assassin to work for Continental. And he also helped a lot of Russian mafia with Continental. As anybody who watched the movie knows that. He was given this nickname, Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. Even in the first movie, Baba Yaga. Because Baba Yaga, it's a metaphor to the Slavic witch. Wherever she goes, there's a curse, and you cannot escape it. Like, put yourself in a red circle, you're done. And if she casts the spell on you, there's really nothing you can do. So basically, if John Wick casts a spell on you, you're already in a red circle. It's over. So that's where the whole thing, for me, it's from John Wick, because I was John Wick Returns on Meta Horizon World, and it's one of the reasons why I'm using Baba Yaga, because people still bug me about this. They're asking me questions about this, and I think I pretty much explained it why. Go watch the movie John Wick. But yes, for people who are from my country, from Eastern Europe, from Russia, from Ukraine, from Poland, Moldova, Slovenia, Macedonia, Montenegro, Romania, Bulgaria, Hungary, listen, I know. I was born in Europe, okay? Yes, I was raised as a teenager in the United States of America. That's why I don't have an accent. But yes, I can speak Slavic. I can speak Russian. I can speak Ukrainian. I can speak Serbian, Croatian. I can even speak a little bit of Romanian. Listen, I am familiar with the Slavic culture. So I don't need to be like taught a lesson, or don't teach me about the Slavic, anything Slavic, all right? I'm 47 years old, man. I've been around. I've been in Eastern Europe. I've been in North America. I've been around, okay? So, again, not saying this to brag about myself. It's just, these are the facts, So I don't need you to educate me on who Baba Yaga folklore is, and I don't need you to educate me anything Slavic. My entire family is Slavic, so I don't need to be educated on that. It might be hard for some of you Americans to believe that. Yeah, because I came here as a teenager, okay? So I lost the accent. It's not there anymore. But also, I'm good with voices. I'm good at adopting voices and accents. But been living in America for 30 years. How many years? More than that. Like 35 years. No, yeah, 35 years. Been living in America for 35 years. So after 35 years, you think, I think but longer than that. Came in 96, no, 95. I don't know, 95, yeah, 30, 35 years, something like that. Or maybe 37 years. I don't know. I think it's 37 years. But anyway, who's counting? Been here. I'm an American citizen. Pay my taxes. Okay? I lived here long enough. All right? I got my passport. Okay? So let's fly. Because people do ask me a bunch of questions, and it's really kind of like, this is why I don't like public chat. This is why I don't like talking to people, because I'm sick and tired of explaining myself. Because every time I explain myself to people, it's like from one ear to the other. Like, it's like they don't get it. They think what they want to think. You know, they never like stop and they're like, all right, let's see what the man has to say. What the man himself is saying. All right, you want to know what I have to say? Well, then listen what I have to say. Don't just think what you want to think. Don't just assume what you want to assume. Just stop with your assumptions and listen to what I'm saying. If you want to know, if you care to know. But people, they just want to hear what they want to hear, and it drives me crazy, man. And I'm sick and tired of being misunderstood. I'm sick and tired of explaining myself to people. It drives me really crazy. So I just gave up on explaining myself. You know. I've been around, guys, okay? I'm not bragging about myself, but I don't need you to tell me X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. All right? I know X, Y, and Z. All right? I've been around. If I don't know something, I'll ask you about it. Hey. Or I'll research about it. You see, I don't even have to ask anybody about anything. If I want to learn something, I just go straight to the source and learn about it, you know. Like this airplane, how to start this airplane, right? So let's start the airplane. Turn on the generator, turn on the batteries, get everything ready. Now, I don't mean to like waste your time talking about this, but it's just something I have to get off my chest because people do email me about stupid stuff and they're asking me stupid things. People from Europe. Like, if you are from Europe and you know that I was also born in Europe, like, dude, like, especially Eastern Europe, and you know I'm Slavic, why are you asking me such stupid questions? Like, do I know who Baba Yaga is? I know who Baba Yaga is. I can tell it to you in my language or your language. Da, ja znam ko je Baba Yaga. Ne morate mi vi govoriti ko je Baba Yaga. Ja znam ko je Baba Yaga. Ja sam rođen u istočnoj Evropi, znam ko je Baba Yaga, sve te znam. Što mi sve vi to govorite, ja to sve znam, da. Alright, so I can talk to you in Slavic if you want, so I don't need to be, you know, lectured with stupid questions, you know. But people just they love to, you know, to bug me about everything. This is why I don't like being around people too much. Because there's just people ask stupid questions.
Baba Yaga 79er with Echo. Request taxi for takeoff. North departure.
Alright, well. Let's request a taxi, huh?
Baba Yaga 79er. Taxi to and hold short of runway 10 left using taxiway Tango Tango 4 Bravo Bravo 2. Contact tower on 119er decimal tree when ready.
Alright, let me request taxi. Acknowledge taxi clearance.
Taxi to and hold short runway 10 left using taxiway Tango Tango 4 Bravo Bravo 2. Baba Yaga 79er.
We're going to tune to 119. We're going to stay there on the 119. And then we're going to taxi. Let's just taxi. Let's not waste any time. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this right now. We got everything turned on. Let's turn around. I love this plane. I really do. Such a beautiful plane. Hold on. Beautiful. Baba Yaga. It's such a joy to fly this plane, you know. And the fact that I'm playing this on a PlayStation 5, honestly, it's really a testament to just how good the PlayStation version is. As I said previously on my other videos, I've been using a PlayStation version now for almost, 20 days. And after 20 days, I never had any hiccups, no mishaps, not one single issue. And I think that's a testament to just like how good the PlayStation version is, how well calibrated it is. Because I never had this kind of experience. Like on my previous videos and live streams of this game from 5 years ago, when I was on a PC and then Xbox, nothing but issues, man. Nothing but problems. It's all well documented. That has never been the case here. Not with this one. Everything's been smooth as a butter. Let's slow down a little bit. And did you realize how quickly I was able to turn on this airplane? That's because everything's up there on the top for you. You don't have to look for any other places to turn the plane on. Like on some other planes, you have to look for...
Tower, Bobby Yaga 79er. Ready for north departure at runway 10 left. Bobby Yaga 79er. Altimeter tree 017, caution the Airbus A320 taking off runway 10 right. Departure to the north approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 10 left.
Alright, we're cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 10 left. Bobby Yaga 79er.
We're cleared for takeoff. We don't have to do anything. And we can just go ahead. Take off. And here we go. We're going to Orlando International. Look at that, 130 knots, just like that. I can already take off 150. 150 knots, man, I'm good to go. Just like that. Gears up, flaps up.
Bobby August 79er, continue for north departure.
Beautiful Ft.Lauderdale, Hollywood International.
Bobby August 79er, leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
There we go.
Tower, Bobby August 79er, frequency change. Miami approach, Bobby August 79er is type Pilatus PC-24, 3 miles southeast of 6 Foxtrot Delta 8, 1900. Request flight following. Bobby August 79er, Miami approach. Squawk 6675. Squawk 6675, Bobby August 79er. Bobby August 79er, radar contact 3 miles east of 6 Foxtrot Delta 8, 3500. Altimeter tree 017. Roger, Bobby August 79er. Bobby August 79er, contact Miami approach on 120.5. Good day. Going to 120.5, Bobby August 79er.
Our altitude is going to be maybe 4,000 feet, 6,000 feet, because, you know, we're not that far from Orlando. You know, we don't need to go any higher than that. There we go. Beautiful, huh? Like I said, there's really nothing that I don't like about this plane. Everything about this plane I love. It's just a beautiful, beautiful plane. As I said previously, yes, I have used PC-12, which is also Pilatus, which I like. I have used CJ4 Citation, Cessna Citation. I have also used Vision Jet G2, and many other airplanes, and they're all fine and dandy. But this is like creme de la creme. Really, this is like a creme de la creme. It really is. Beautiful. We can also pull out our tablet to see where we're going. We're going like 259 knots. Man, we're speeding. And of course, we're going to Orlando. If you want to pull out your tablet, you know, on a PlayStation 5 version, you just press the L1 and a touchpad. It opens and closes. There you go. Opens and closes. So is there like anything that I can complain about this plane? No. There's really nothing for me to complain. Everything is hunky-dory. Believe me, I was looking to find something like negative about this plane. Is there anything that maybe I don't like? Believe me, there's nothing. Everything's just great. And I've tested it. I've spent a lot of time playing it. Been streaming it. You know, it's all there, documented. It's a very versatile plane. It's not just a private jet, it's also a cargo jet. You can remove the carpet, the seats, have some extra space for the cargo. You can put your motorcycles. I think this would be like a great plane for Keanu Reeves to put all of his arch motorcycles and take his motorcycles with him. He can afford this. You know, he's worth what, 300 million? Yeah, he can afford this. But you know, Keanu is like very modest guy. You know, even though he has money, he's not like, you know, wasting his money. I think he does waste his money on motorcycles because that's what he loves. But I don't think he would buy a plane. He might like maybe hire a pilot or a company to fly his motorcycles, which I'm sure he does. But I don't think he would like own a plane. He would just like, you know, hire a company. And there are companies out there with the private jets. You know, they have companies. Even here in Miami, Ft.Lauderdale, they have private jet companies. I'm sure in LA, tons of private jet companies that fly celebrities and important people and business people, whatever. They have companies that you can pay them money and they will fly you out wherever you want to go. But of course, you will have to pay a lot of money, sure. But for John Wick, for Keanu Reeves, it's not going to be a problem. So let's say I'm using one example as Keanu Reeves. So if Keanu Reeves wants to, like, you know, bring his motorcycle somewhere out there, whatever, he wants to showcase his motorcycles, right? He wants to maybe do a documentary or whatever, and he wants to fly out somewhere specifically to showcase his arch motorcycles. He can easily hire a company that has this private jet, Pilatus PC-24, and he can store his motorcycles here. They can remove all these chairs, carpets, and just line up all of his motorcycles. Maybe leave a couple of chairs here for maybe him or his wife or whatever. And yeah, there goes his motorcycles. So that's why this private jet, it's so unique and versatile, because there's so many combinations you can do. Not to mention the fact it's really fast. You can go up to 440 knots. You can go up to 45,000 feet altitude up in the air, which is a very high altitude. We're talking 777 Boeing. We're talking Boeing 747. We're talking, you know, very high altitude. And it's pretty good at, you know, maneuvering this plane. It's also good at like landing on a very short runway. You can stop really fast. You can take off on a short runway as well. You can also land on the snow, on the grass, on a very rugged terrain, on a muddied terrain as well. So this is the kind of plane you want. This is like a Volvo. I call this a Volvo of private jets. It's a very safe plane. Of course, you got to make sure that your pilot, it's a good pilot, that he's not drinking alcohol, you know. that he's not doing something fishy. You want a disciplined pilot. You know, it's not just the plane, it's also the pilot. You know, how good the pilot is. Is he, checked every 2 weeks, bi-weekly, to make sure that he's not sick, that he's mentally capable, physically, health-wise capable to fly. These are the things that you have to do. They do test you. So if you got a really good pilot and he's flying this plane, PC-24, man, you're in good hands. This is the safest plane to travel with. I'm telling you right now. How much is this? I think it's 11 million, but it's 13 million euros. I don't know how much that is in dollars. I think it's 11 million here in the United States. It's pretty expensive. Yeah. Even if it's 11 million, I don't know. It could be maybe 12 million. I don't know, because I don't know what the exchange is between the euros and the dollar. I don't keep up with that stuff, with the monetary systems. But even if it's, let's say, for the sake of the argument, let's say it's 12 million. It's still expensive, and then 13 million euros, for you guys in Europe, it's still expensive. So by no means is this a cheap. It's a private jet, dude, but it's a very versatile private jet, so it's certainly not cheap. Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah. Even at 11 million, it's still expensive. Yeah. So you have to be rich, unfortunately, to have this plane. And then don't even get me started with the maintenance, refueling, keeping it in a hangar, and how much you have to pay that. The insurance. Oh, forget it. You have to be rich, like filthy rich. I'm sorry, but if you are a celebrity and you can hire a company and the company will fly you out, you can do it that way. It'll be still expensive, but not like as expensive as, let's say, buying the plane, right? So if you're somebody who's just like, I was using Keanu Reeves as one example, or George Clooney, whoever, man, any of these celebrities, all right, where they can pay the company, and the company has a Pilatus PC-24, and then they can fly them out, which a lot of celebrities do that. They like to fly with a private jet because they don't want any attention. You're not going to see them fly commercially unless they have to go overseas for whatever reason. But depending who you are, if you're like a big movie star, usually the studio will fly you out. Like the studio will fly you out. Okay. Usually that's how that works. They will use their own planes. They will hire a company. Like studios can hire their. Studios have their, private airliners that will fly them out whichever location they need to go to, because celebrities like to have their privacy. They don't want to be bothered. You're not going to see Leonardo DiCaprio flying Delta or KLM or British airliners. You're not going to see them on those commercial airliners. So usually private planes, private jets. But Keanu has actually flown with commercial in the past. So has Ray Liotta as well. They probably go with a first class. They're not like in a coach with other people. They usually like in a private little VIP first class section. So that so they're not being bothered. They don't want to be bothered, which is totally understandable. But majority of the celebrities that I know of, they have a private planes, private jets, fly them out, which totally makes sense. You look at Dwayne Johnson; it's all private jet, you know. I'm sure it's true for Daniel Craig and all these other guys, man, because their agents already talk to studios, and the studios already have a contract with an actor to make a bunch of movies with the studio. The studio usually pays for it, takes care of it, right? Let's say you make a contract with Universal Studios or Disney or Columbia Pictures, Sony, whoever. Usually they pay for that. It's all paid for. You don't have to worry about it. The limo comes in, picks you up, takes you to the private jet. The private jet takes you whatever it needs to take you. Film location, whatever, right? Interviews, etc., etc. And I'm pretty sure they are flying with something like this, right? They want to fly with something like this, right? This is the kind of airplane that they want to fly. You see how quickly we're getting to Orlando? We're almost there, dude. We're almost there. Look at that. We're almost there, dude. We're going to lower the altitude a little bit because we're almost there. We're going to go down to like 2,000 feet. We're going to hold the altitude. There we go. I also should contact ATC and turn on to Orlando. Or contact Miami Center, I'm sorry.
Miami Center, Bobby August 79er, flight level 345.
All right.
Bobby August 79er, Miami Center, radar contact, continue.
Okay. You do have to make an announcement before you get to the airport to let the airport know that you are landing. To get the clearance to land. So before you get to the runway, to the airport, you have to get a clearance. And they have to give you the authorization, clearance, that you are good to go to land. Since we're getting closer, we're going to slowly descend because we're almost there. How are we getting so quickly to Orlando? Because it's not that far. It's especially with a private jet like this that's going 440 knots speed. We can also lower the speed by using our speed brake to 50%. And don't worry about the maneuvering. When it comes to maneuvering this plane, it's top class. I did say this was going to be a long video, but I think this video, yet again, will prove to you just how good this plane is. And that's the whole point of this video. And also to prove to you just how good the PlayStation 5 version is. Even though I have made a bunch of videos and live streams already proving this point, but in case you missed those videos and live streams, I think this video yet again will prove that point.
August 79er, contact Miami Center on 124.1. Good day.
All right, let's do that.
124.1, Bobby August 79er.
Let's contact the tower.
Miami Center, Bobby August 79er, 9900.
Bobby August 79er, Miami Center, altimeter tree 019er, radar contact, continue.
You see how quickly I was able to descend and lower the altitude, and how quickly I was able to slow down. And this is what makes this plane so unique. Like I said, I can't see myself flying anything else than this. Now, I do want to try PC-12 Pro. Whenever they release PC-12 Pro on the Asobo store.
Bobby August 79er, contact approach on 134.05.
All right, we have to contact the approach and we get the clearance.
134.05, Bobby August 79er.
Contact the approach. We should be good to go here.
Approach, Bobby August 79er, 4200.
Bobby August 79er, approach, altimeter tree 020, radar contact, continue. Bobby August 79er, contact approach on 119.4. Good day.
All right.
Going to 119.4, Bobby August 79er.
Let's make sure we're there. 119. 119er. Contact the approach.
Approach, Bobby August 79er, 2700.
Bobby August 79er, approach, altimeter tree 020, radar contact, continue.
We got our landing gear down because we're almost there. You know, we're almost there. There you can see it. There's the landing gear. There's Orlando International. I can already see it. I think this video will be enough for you to see just how good this plane is. But please do watch those other videos. Do watch those other live streams. Because when you watch those other live streams, I think you will also realize how well this plane is under like very harsh weather conditions. Like the one that I was doing in Toronto under very harsh weather conditions, and how well this plane is handling those harsh weather conditions. So yeah, please do watch those live streams and videos. I made those videos and live streams for you, not for me, because I know how good this plane is. I'm not making this for me. I know how good it is. I'm making this for you. For those of you who are undecided or you're not sure if you should purchase this plane, I'm telling you, this plane is worth the purchase. 100%. We're almost there. We're going to stay around 2,000 feet altitude. He's going to speed up a little bit because we still got a little bit to go. But we should be there momentarily. I'm not going to go any higher than 170 knots. I call the Orlando the capital of alligators, man. There's so many alligators. Even on the parking lots, dude, they have a sign that says, "Hey, beware of the alligators." Because, you know, they built the whole town in their habitat. You know what I mean? I mean, there's gators everywhere in Florida, but in Orlando, like, oh yeah. Disney for sure. Here we go. We're gonna drop the altitude down a little bit because we're almost there. Like I said, I don't want to go any higher than 2,000 feet.
Bobby August 79er, contact approach on 124.8. Good day.
All right, let's contact the approach.
Going to 124.8, Bobby August 79er.
We need to get the clearance for landing from Orlando.
Approach, Bobby August 79er, 3,500.
Bobby August 79er, approach, altimeter tree 021, radar contact, continue.
Alright, so let's request the Class B airspace transition, and then we're good to go.
Approach, Bobby August 79er. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Bobby August 79er, approach, cleared for the Bravo airspace.
That means I have the clearance.
Bravo airspace, Bobby August 79er.
This means I have a clearance and I can land. So they know that I'm coming right now. So I already let the tower know that I have got the clearance on the Bravo airspace, which is the Orlando International airspace, and they know that I'm coming, and they will, you know, give me that clearance to land. So now they know that I'm coming. So I already got the clearance. So they know that I'm coming. Yeah. So that way they can redirect other airplanes' traffic. So that's the whole point of air traffic control, to control the traffic. Now they know I'm coming. They know exactly what time I'm coming. So that way they can redirect the runways. You know. Could I like fly a real plane now that I mastered flying on a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024? Technically I could. But there's a big difference between, you know, flying a simulator software digitally in the comfort of your own home versus you really flying. Because when you are really flying, you can't afford to make any mistakes. So, you know. But yeah, can I turn on the switches and everything? Yeah. Can I start the plane? Yeah. But it's not just about you starting the plane. It's all about, you know, communicating with the tower, listening to the tower, the acronyms, right? What all these acronyms stands for, right? What is November? You see the November. Every airplane in America starts with November because every airplane in America, it's November. So that way they know that's the United States of America airplane. It's November. All these acronyms you need to know, you need to learn. You need to understand what are the short numbers for the altitude. Like you see 350, 450. If they say 350, they mean 35,000 feet. If they say 450, they mean 45,000 feet. You know, if they say 210 feet, they mean 21,000 feet. So it's like all of these things you got to learn. Obviously, it's not just, you know. It's not just flying the plane. It's not just learning how to turn on the switches. It's also learning the communication, because communication is very important. You know. But yes, technically, if you want to become a pilot, this Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024.
Traffic is 1 o'clock for miles at 2000, Boeing 737. Report them in sight.
Bobby August 79er, have the traffic.
But yes, this software, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, it's an excellent tool for those of you who might want to become a pilot in the future, and to have this as a tool to give you a basic idea what it takes to be a pilot. I think you'll have a much easier transition to become a real pilot by using this software.
Tower, Bobby August 79er is 1 miles east, 2700, with whiskey to land.
Okay, I got a clearance.
Bobby August 79er, tower. Altimeter tree 021, fly left downwind runway 7.
Acknowledge pattern entry instructions. Acknowledged.
Fly left traffic runway 7, Bobby August 79er.
Okay, so we're good. We're good. We got the transition. We're ready to land. It'll be a smooth landing, don't worry. It will be a buttery smooth landing, you better believe it. There's downtown Orlando. You can see the city. There it is.
Bobby Yaga 79er, follow the aircraft on final. Wind calm, cleared to land runway 7.
Thank you.
Clear to land runway 7, Bobby Yaga 79er.
We're clear to land, my friend. Oh, this is perfect. Uh-oh. Can we make it? Oh, we're going too fast. Oh, can we do this? Yes. Oh, can we? See? That's what I like about this plane. You see, even on a short runway, man, it's just buttery smooth, bro.
Bobby Yaga 79er, turn next taxiway.
All right, let's go turn next taxiway and we're good to go. Let's just acknowledge. Okay. I got it. He's already guiding me where to go. Got it. Here we go.
Bobby Yaga 79er, turn next taxiway.
Okay, let's go. As you can see, this is why I love this plane. Great maneuvering, great at landing. It's just overall well-balanced, versatile, great plane. It really is, man. I mean, I can't see myself flying anything else other than Pilatus. And I think after this video, I think you guys who had any doubts about this plane, I think you will understand. If you made it,
Contact ground on 121.4.
if you made it this far.
121.4 for Bobby Yaga 79er.
If you made it this far, I think you will understand why I love this plane. Need to contact ground 121.400. Request taxi to parking. That's it.
Ground, Bobby Yaga 79er. Request taxi to parking.
Bobby Yaga 79er. Taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha for Alpha Bravo.
All right, we're good. All right, so we got the taxi.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha 4 Alpha Bravo. Bobby Yaga 79er.
No, we good to go. I hope you guys made it in this 1 hour video. Because if you made it this far, then I think you already are sold on this plane. I think you're going to say, yeah, man, I certainly want this plane. It's worth it. I mean, listen, guys, I wouldn't be recommending you to buy this plane for $20.49 if it wasn't worth it. But it is. Okay? I've spent so much time now with this plane. I'm very familiar with this plane. You can ask me any questions. If you want to know more advanced details about the Honeywell Primus operating system here, I can do a tutorial video to explain how to use it. But everything else about this plane, dude, like I highly recommend it. And if this video is not enough of a proof, well, you can watch my previous videos. You can watch my other videos. Maybe those other videos will help you out. My other live streams that I've done will help you out, or my future live streams will help you out. Okay? Some people, they don't, like, here's what I want to say. People who don't watch my entire videos, those are not genuine subscribers. Those are not, like, genuine followers. Then you were watching me for the wrong reasons. I don't know, what do you expect me to do on my channel, you know? You know that this video, it's about this plane. And basically, people who don't finish this video, they don't care about the Microsoft Flight Simulator. They're watching my videos for the wrong reasons. But if you're somebody who does care about Microsoft Flight Simulator, and you do care to know about this plane, I think you're gonna finish this entire video. Because this is meant to be a special interest. Of course, it is a special interest. It's a special interest for this Pilatus PC-24. And I am making this video as a special interest for those of you who would like to know more about this plane. You know. We have to slow down. Hold on. Oh, I see. They want us to park like that. I got it. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure, so. You have to make a turnaround. A quick turnaround, and I got it. I don't know why they're making us park.
You are not clear to take off.
I'm not taking off, dude. Here we go. Huh? Battery smooth, bro. Battery smooth. Done. Okay. The only thing left to do for me, it's just kiss my co-pilot. And then turn off the engine. Me and her, we have a special relationship, alright? And that's it. We're done. Everything's turned off. Generator, batteries. That's it. There you have it. And I like how everything is there for you, you know. Your electrical systems, your engines, your internal lights, you know, your external lights, everything. Everything's there right above. I mean, they really designed this plane for everyone to be able to like quickly use it. Like, you don't even have to be like a super experienced pilot. They really made a lot of stuff on this plane super super easy. Unlike those older planes like CJ4, right? And those other Cessnas of Citation, there's different variations of Citation. The one that I flown the most was Citation CJ4. But here, as you can see, everything is well arranged. Like I said, I love this plane. And let's exit. Let's walk around a little bit. Let's check everything. Let's take a screenshot that we made it to Orlando. There we go. Take another screenshot here that we made it. See how perfectly I aligned over here? Perfect landing, perfect parking, perfect everything. We'll take one more here. We'll take like 4 screenshots. We'll take one more over here. Right there. Because I like to have memorabilia photos, you know. Right here. Right there. With him. And with my lovely co-pilot here. There she is on the window. That's it. Yeah, we'll do one more here with my lovely co-pilot. That's it. We're good. And one more over here. Like this. Oh, this is beautiful. Done. And one more. All right. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this video. It is 1 hour and 7 minutes. But the whole point of this video, it's really to show you just how good this private jet is. And I'm using a controller. Remember, I'm doing everything on a PlayStation 5 controller. And PlayStation 5 version, as you can see, smooth as a butter, no issues, no mishaps, no hiccups. And Pilatus PC-24, highly recommended. It's worth every penny. $20.49. Believe me, the price is right. The price is right, because this is probably the best plane that you can fly right now on a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, in my humble opinion. Am I a little bit subjective? I guess you could say I'm a little bit subjective, but after you fly this plane, I think you too will understand why I'm so subjective, and why am I guess you could say before I end this video, you could say it's safe to say I'm a Pilatus fanboy. I love PC-12, and I love even more PC-24, because I played PC-12, I've flown PC-12, love PC-12, single prop turbo engine, and now the dual jet engine, which is this one, PC-24, I love it as well. So, yeah, I'm a huge fan of Pilatus, and I can't wait for PC-12 Pro, which is the more updated, professional version of the more modern version of a PC-12 single prop turbo engine plane. Hopefully, Carenado will be working with Pilatus to bring us the PC-12 Pro. You know, I don't even know if it's going to happen. I'm assuming it will. I'm assuming we'll see PC-12 Pro in the future, sometime in the future. But anyway, Asobo will be the first one to let us know. Go watch the Asobo's podcast. They have these podcasts where, you know, this lady asks the questions from the audience, and the audience asks the questions to this lady, and then this lady asks these questions to the CEO of the Asobo and others. And they will let us know if there is a PC-12 Pro Professional in the works. And just subscribe to the Asobo and keep in touch with the Asobo and see what they're saying. You know, go to their YouTube channel. You know, all the social networking media regarding Asobo, X, Twitter, you know, Facebook, etc., whatever. Or their YouTube channel is your best bet. Go to their YouTube channel, and on their YouTube channel you will be kept up to date with all the news and updates regarding what upcoming features and planes, including PlayStation VR 2. And that's what I'm excited for PlayStation VR 2. All right, it's been 1 hour and 10 minutes. Thank you for watching this video. Yet another great flight with Pilatus PC-24. If you made it this far, thank you. I would only ask you for one small token of appreciation. If you could subscribe, like, leave a comment, share the video, because that shows me that you care. That shows me that you support the channel. So if you could please do that, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you, and I will see you on the next video. Have a good day.